Good morning to all of you. I am Toshiba Khare and I take the pleasure of welcoming you all on behalf of Technocrats group of institutions. Today is a very exciting day for us as we have all gathered here for a national level event that is Coder Unknown Battleground. It is a competitive coding event themed on PUBG. CUBG simulates the competitive environment in a very known PUBG style. Before I go further, I would like to appreciate our very experienced trainer, Mr. Kuldeep Mishra, whose initiative is commendable because he is the one who has thought about and organized such a grand event today. In fact, he and his student coordinators have worked really hard to make this event a success. I would like to tell you that today we have students participating not only from our college but from all over India. Now, before going ahead, I would like to introduce our eminent and honorable chief guest, Mr. Ravi Raj Mishra. He has been working in software industry for the last 9.5 years. He has worked for Cognizant Technologies, Core Card Software, US and testing domain. He is also a renowned national level shooter and his other hobbies include photography and wildlife exploration. Now let's start with the floral welcome of our distinguished guests. May I request our respected director, Sir Dr. Bhupendra Verma, to give the floral welcome to Mr. Ravi Raj Mishra. Before going ahead with the floral welcome, I request our honorable chief guest and the respected directors to please light the lamp of wisdom.
Technocrats TIT Group of Institutions, the largest educational group of Central India, awarded for excellence in education and highest placements, delivering quality education with world-class infrastructure, highly qualified faculties, high-tech labs and library, an exclusive fun-filled campus with sports facilities, BE, B Pharma, M Pharma, MBA, MCA, MTech and PhD. Technocrats TIT Group, your perfect start to a successful career.
ये दे देंगे नाटक दे देंगे एक मैच नाटक दे देंगे मनीष पांडे को 1000 शुरू से दे देंगे मुशर्रफ को अच्छा बस तुम नीचे उतर क्या बात कर रहे हो यार इन लोगों को दिलवाना पड़ेगा यार कितने सैपलिंग्स हैं हो जाएंगे ना लोग कर दो इसी में रिपीट कर लेंगे है ना कोई नहीं बेचे तो कुलदीप से नहीं देगा
Technocrats TIT Group of Institutions, the largest educational group of Central India, awarded for excellence in education and highest placements, delivering quality education with world-class infrastructure, highly qualified faculties, high-tech labs and library, an exclusive fun-filled campus with sports facilities, BE, B Pharma, M Pharma, MBA, MCA, MTech and PhD. Technocrats TIT Group, your perfect start to a successful career.
Okay, we have started with a new trend of giving the floral welcome through a sapling. So that's actually something commendable and appreciable. I would like to request Dr. Bhupendra Verma to give the floral welcome to Mr. Ravi Raj Mishra. Give him a huge round of applause. I now request Kuldeep sir to give the welcome to Dr. Bhupendra Verma sir. I request Sangeeta madam to give the floral welcome to Dr. Shashi Jain sir. Rakesh Bujare sir to give the welcome to Dr. K.K. Dwivedi sir. May I now request Hariom sir to give the floral welcome to Dr. P.K. Pandya sir. All our gents of TNP, trainers. May I now request Ajay sir to give the sapling to Dr. Kavita Barse madam. May I now request Kuldeep sir to give the sapling to Dr. S.K. Jain sir. Okay, it's already there. Okay. Kuldeep sir, please give this to Mr. Manish Kane sir. May I request Sangeeta madam to give the sapling to Mr. Nishchal Kaushal sir. May I request Gaurav sir to give the sapling to Ajay Srivastav sir. Our very respected placement officers. Kuldeep sir, please give the sapling to Mr. Rohit Pathak sir. Thank you so much, all of you. I now request our Honorable Chief Guest to please come and address our students.
A very good morning to all of you. I see a bunch of very smart kids in front of me, very different from what I used to be about 9 and 10 years ago. Thank you. I was just telling Nishchal sir, when I joined Cognizant and even on the day when our training started, I didn't have a clue what I'm supposed to do on that computer, and I didn't even knew what all these people or the 3,000, 4,000 employees of the Cognizant in that office, what they do while sitting there from 9 to 7 in the evening. But now you guys are getting a good exposure here, trying the basics of the coding. So all the very best to you, and make the most of it, make the most of your college life, because this is the golden period. You won't ever live it again. And all the very best to you. Another thing that we came across recently was, as I'm in the testing domain and particularly in the automation testing, we have a personal joke amongst our team. So I was just telling the manual testers that if I get a new version of the automation tool, I'm going to replace half of the manual testing team. And our delivery manager was standing right there. And he was like, if I'll get an even better version of the automation tool, I'll replace half of the automation team. And while all that time, all the coders and the developers there, they were sitting quietly because no one's going to replace them. So all you guys, the coders, the hackers, they're all cool. They will be on top of the industry for at least next coming 25 years. So all the very best to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. May I now request Nishchal sir to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Raviraj Mishra, with the memento. May I request our Honorable Director, Sir, Dr. Bhupen Verma, to please come here and start with the event.
सर आपका 2 मिनट का बचा है, आपको बैठे कुछ बोलिए, उसके बाद स्टार्ट करेंगे।
Good morning, students. Today's chief guest, Mr. Ravi Raj from ISC Software, and colleague directors Dr. S.K.N. Sahab, Dr. P.K. Pandey ji, Dr. Dwivedi ji, and Dr. Kavita Varse, Dr. Manish Kane ji, and mentor of this whole training cell, excellent teacher Professor Nishchal Kaushal ji, all excellent coders from TIT, group of top coders in fact, Sanjay Mujade ji, Sandeep, Gaurav, excellent TNP team, and my dear students. Actually, this is an era of outcome based education. As we all know that right from National Board of Accreditation, Washington Accord, All India Council of Technical Education, and in real world, this is an era of outcome based education. What is outcome based education? Means if you possessed a degree and you are unable to showcase the skills which is desired from that particular degree, then there is no meaning of a degree. And people have accepted just not because of degrees, they are being accepted because of the skills gained by them. So in this perspective, I think this game, these competitions, student competitions, they are excellent platform to showcase their skills. All those students who want to extend check their limits, check their innovations, check their hidden talent. They want to showcase their hidden talents. There are certain students who are slightly having some hitch to showcase their talents before the teachers. But these kind of platforms, they are excellent because they can show their skills. You have, particularly I want to mention that this kind of competitions, they are platform independent. If I am saying this, I mean they are irrespective of your institutions, whether you are from IITs, NITs, TIT or any other institutions. If you win a national level game, if you showcase your skills there, then certainly you are platform independent. You understood why I am telling it is platform independent in terms of computer science, because you all are computer science graduates, electronics and engineering graduates. You have a chance to improve your biodata. In nowadays, if you are having in your curriculum CV that you have won some few national level coding competitions, then it gives a different look. You are having a chance to look differently by the world. You are having chances to explore your boundaries in the coding as well as in creativity. So I really congratulate Dr. Nishchal Kaushal, whole team, Mr. Kuldeep. I forgot to mention Mr. Kuldeep, the mentor and the key pivot of all this event. I really congratulate him for organizing this event. TIT has been organizing these events for the last 3-4 years, and we have organized, it all started when our team gained a good position in the Hackers Earth, Coders, I think there are other competitions also. Our team gained very high positions, then our team secured good position at the hackathon. Then the very next milestone achieved by the student of TIT by developing their own platform to organize such an event. Now this is another milestone being created by Training and Placement Cell. So I just wish a grand success of this particular event, and I want all the students to participate this. The name is very interesting because I think most of you must have played at least once the PUBG. So this is CUBG, Coders Unknown Play Battleground. I was slightly confused yesterday when I discussed with my son, Chirusi, what is this? I am unable to understand PUBG. He explained me, Papa, this is CUBG taken from PUBG. So this is, I just want to mention it here because the craze which is being deployed among all youths for the PUBG. So theme is taken excellently. I congratulate the organizers once again. I wish all the best to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now like to request our respected Director, TIT Excellence, Dr. K.K. Dwivedi sir, to speak a few words. TIT Science. Please, sir.
Very warm good morning to one and all. Dear Raviji, my colleagues Verma sir, Pandey sir, Professor K.K. Dwivedi ji, dear Nishchal and whole TNP team, heartiest congratulations to all of you for organizing this event. But dear students, one thing I would like to really appreciate is the attendance on Saturday, that too to participate in this particular event. Great. Great. Basically, I am a mechanical engineer with reasonable experience and qualification in IT also. Way back in 1999, after working for steel sector, there was slack in steel sector, so I was forced to look upon a career in IT also. I did my qualifications in IT also, but when I was learning softwares, I was not knowing by learning C, C++, VB, VC++, lots of many tools prevailing at that point of time, what is going to happen exactly. I started my career with financial technologies. Over there I was developing the software for online trading. On one fine morning, one of my team leader gave me certain piece of problem. You need to develop the code for this particular thing. For almost whole 2 days, right from 10 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. For 2 days, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. I developed somewhere around 5,000 lines of code. But at 11 p.m. the very next day, my team leader was sitting along with me. He told me it is all rubbish. It is all rubbish. After spending 2 whole days, more than 12 hours. So I told him, what is wrong with this? So he sat down along with me and told me this is all 50 lines of code which you must have developed. I was really surprised as I was really frustrated. What that big fool was sitting, he was sitting next to me, he was watching me. I invested 2 days in toiling hard day and night together to develop that line of code, but at the end of the 2 days, he told me this is all rubbish. My experience with all these kind of things clearly states that until unless we know for what purpose we are developing the codes, what is our perfection level, whatsoever we are doing is meaningless. So these kind of situations give you a real learning platform to excel in your professional pursuits. Otherwise, as Mr. Ravi told, at the day 1 or 2, when we enter any IT company, look at the pieces and the people working over there, we are not confident. We feel really depressed. What we are going to do with that particular system which is present over there. So, as far as formal teaching is concerned in the classrooms, this kind of informal teaching is also important for all of us. You are really lucky enough that these kind of opportunities are being available to you people. At our point of time, way back in 1990s, there was nobody to guide us and mentor us like this. So, dear students, really try to take advantage of these kind of learnings and try to put in best of our efforts to excel. This will give you really a lot of confidence to excel well in your future pursuits. I hope that lot many competitions will be organized by you and you will be participating in them successfully. Wishing you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It is always a pleasure to listen to you. Your enthusiasm is really appreciable all the time. Very inspiring. May I now request our respected Director, Corporate Relations, Dr. Kavita Barse, Madam, to please speak a few words.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Ravi Raj Mishra and all the respected directors of Technocrats group of institutions. I have been visiting many companies and taking a feedback from there. You see, this year the placement has been very good and students have got more than one job offers, and a number of times when companies are coming, we are unable to give them students. So you see the opportunities which are present over here. and I've been posting it on your WhatsApp groups also. But the thing is that for that kind of a job, we need to prepare ourselves, and coding is a way of life. Please do not assume that if you are from CS and IT and MCA, then only you should know coding. I have been addressing number of students and telling them again and again that today mechanical engineering does not mean you should hold a cheni and hathoda. It means you are in front of a system and designing, like designing cars. You all have heard of autonomous systems. Autonomous vehicles are coming in your life in a big way. Hybrid cars are here to stay, and mechanical engineers will have a big role to play. Calculator, you have to get friendly with it. And all these small hackathons play a big role to generate interest amongst you. Start small, participate, learn to code. Now these days, if you look at companies also, earlier they were selecting students only on the basis of aptitude, verbal, reasoning. Now look at the test which come up. Cognizant has come up with an automated test. Earlier it was just coding. Now they are asking you to fix the code. So they are taking the coding to the next level. You have machine learning algorithms incorporated in your coding which are predictive. They understand the person and then they are responding accordingly. So with all these things, all branches, everyone should be acquainted with coding. It is just like using a calculator. Start small and every day take a big step, and I can assure you that some of our students have done Java certifications also, they have done Pega certification, they have done Red Hat certification, all of them are placed. All of them are placed. If you do a certification, if you are good at coding, I can give you in writing, sign and give it to you that you will get a job. If you don't get a job, just come back to me. So you have a 4 years, I won't say 4 years, only 3 years. Final year all companies start coming in and it is too late for you to prepare. So you have 3 years. Invest your time into skill building. Not too much of effort is required. Just 1 hour every day or 2 hours. 1 hour every day is sufficient. Invest your time in building your skills, especially coding. Whatever engineer you are, you can choose AutoCAD, you can choose Star Pro, you can choose any other, you can choose SolidWorks, you can choose any software of your domain, embedded systems for EC students, but choose some software and work on it, just 1 hour a day. And I can assure you that you will get placements. It's up to you. You want to take the placement offer, you take it. You want to go for higher studies, you go for it. But at least you will have a choice. So with this, one more point I want to add, that because of your coding efforts, we are #1 ranked in private institutions on Hacker Earth. Yeah, we can clap for that, I suppose. So, and that ranking depends upon how many codings you are doing on that platform. Okay? So with all this in mind, I'm just telling you, keep coding and enjoy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. Thanks a lot. May I now request our respected Director Training, Mr. Nishal Kaushal, to speak a few words.
Thank you very much. First of all, thank you for finding out time, all the dignitaries on the dais. I want to share just 2 information with you. Number 1, we have delayed the program by half an hour. The reason was technical. When we have given the flex for the designing, so printer has refused to print the flex because he told that there is a mistake on the flex. It is written CUBG over there and it should be PUBG. So that is the reason he didn't print the flags. So today morning we have rectified it. No, it is not PUBG, it is CUBG only. So congratulations to all the team, especially Kuldeep Mishra sir, who has organized this event. Number 2 information I wanted to give you, that in the last 2-3 months, I have visited almost more than 10-12 big multinational companies along with Dr. Kavita madam. And the placement scenario is going to change entirely, right? And this is not something which we are seeing today, but the companies have already decided from last 3-4 years back that what will be the placement pattern in the coming years, right? As Dr. Kavita told that before 1 year or 2 years, companies used to recruit the students through their aptitude abilities and the verbal abilities only. But from the last 2 years, if we see, they have included online coding contests as well as. So, if you see the recruitment pattern of TCS only, last year they have recruited around 35,000 students from the whole country, and out of that they have recruited somewhere around 6,000 students through the coding competitions like Codivita, through the Nginx, through the InfraMind, through the Encode. And likewise, many companies are recruiting the students directly through coding contests. So these coding contests plays a very important role for your career. And in the coming time, all the big companies will stop recruiting students through the conventional way, what they were recruiting through the online test and the interviews and all. They are going to select all the students through contests like this. So these contests are really important to make your career. So best wishes to all students who are participating in it, and thank you very much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vishal sir. Before going ahead, let's give a huge round of applause to the student coordinators of this event who have really worked hard. For the last couple of days, I have been seeing them really working very, very hard for this event, and they would like to show you a video. So, can we start? Okay. I now request all the respected people sitting on the dais to start with the program. Please inaugurate. Clap hard. Huge round of applause. Great. That's it.
Technocrats TIT Group of Institutions, the largest educational group of Central India, awarded for excellence in education and highest placements, delivering quality education with world-class infrastructure, highly qualified faculties, high-tech labs and library, an exclusive fun-filled campus with sports facilities, BE, B Pharma, M Pharma, MBA, MCA, MTech and PhD. Technocrats TIT Group, your perfect start to a successful career.